Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago. As usual, Mr. Magoo is back. I have to give a big shout out to Lone Wolf, who got it to me with the assistance of Zach over at Law Nerds Unite. Mr. Magoo is really fun. He's a sovereign citizen. He's absolutely clueless. I believe he's a Matlock fan. He thinks he's Clarence Darrow. He has no idea. It's so fun. I put a little clip from an old video. I actually made a playlist. It's called Mr. Magoo, Sovereign Citizen. I've got more videos. I can only find a couple right now, but if especially people help me, I'll get the rest of the videos. There are more videos. Mr. Magoo is not good. He really got into it with Judge Simpson. I put a couple minutes of that in front for context for the people that are new to Mr. Magoo. And it'll be a nice walk down memory lane for the rest of you. Let's do this thing, shall we?
Did you give the defendant permission to assault you? Did you at any time give the defendant permission to kick his leg back into your crotch?
Objection. I didn't see any physical harm.
I heard the testimony.
What was that?
What's your objection?
I object. We watched the video, and you're trying to lay that there's evidence of harm. I've seen no harm. We watched it, and not once was
What is your objection?
Huh? Perjury. That's my objection.
Perjury? Seriously?
Yeah.
Overruled. Go ahead.
You're trying to confirm that it happened based off the video, and
No. Mr. Magoo, here's how it works. You don't address the prosecutor at all. You address the court.
Well, she was the trier of the case, Your Honor. You're the trier of facts.
I don't know what you're talking about. What I have just instructed you is you will not address the prosecutor directly. Is there anything unclear about what I just said?
Yeah, fundamentally, I thought that you're the trier of the facts, Your Honor.
Is there anything unclear with what I have just said?
I'll try to understand what you're saying here. I'll try to wait that.
Is there anything unclear about what I have just said? I'm going to give you one more shot to answer it. I need an answer, Mr.
Your Honor, you're telling me I'm not to talk.
Thank you, Mr. Amos. We're not to address the prosecutor.
If you need
To address the prosecutor, then Mr. Magoo, you can ask the court prior to your addressing, because I'm not going to have your behavior toward anybody in this courtroom. Understood?
I understand that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Lundy, anything further?
Ask the witness.
Okay, so that was him in front of Judge Simpson going down in flames. He's got new charges now. Here we are, attempting an arraignment. Let's see.
Hello, can I have your name, please?
My name is Daniel Magoo.
Okay, just a moment. Take a look at that. You may need to decipher my notes. Okay. Okay, you said your last name is pronounced Magoo?
Yes, ma'am.
And generally speaking, I appoint the public defender's office to represent at least at the arraignment stage, but I was informed that you didn't want to speak with the public defender, so are you intending to represent yourself for the arraignment?
I'm here to figure out what the charges are. What am I being charged with?
Now calling case number 25S00289. This is the state of Michigan versus Daniel Ryan Magoo. Can you please state your name for the record?
I'm trying to figure out what the charge is.
Yes, that is the purpose of the hearing today. So, as
Who's
part of
the complaining victim?
the proceedings, can I have you please state your name for the record?
My name is Daniel Magoo,
Okay.
and I am
thank
not
you.
a surety of the state. I'm not a ward of the state. Can I ask what the charges are?
Yes, I am getting there. Please give me a moment. So, what we are here
That is the whole point of an arraignment.
for today is an arraignment. The purpose of an arraignment is to inform you what you are being charged with and to make sure that you understand the charges. I am not going to be asking if you agree with the charges. I am not even going to be asking if you understand why you are being charged with them. The purpose is to make sure that you understand what the charges mean and that you understand what the potential maximum penalties are. So, what I have here is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about or between the dates of February 15th, 2025 and June 23rd, 2025 at 6988 McKean, Lot 72. You did maliciously use a service provided by a telecommunications service provider with the intent to terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, annoy, or disturb the peace and quiet of Alyssa McCloskey, an individual with whom you have a child in common, by using any vulgar, indecent, obscene, or offensive language, or suggesting any lewd or lascivious act in the course of a conversation or message through the use of a telecommunications service or device. This is otherwise known as malicious use of a telecommunications service. Do you understand what the charge means?
I do not understand that. I do not understand malicious use
Let
of a
me
telephone
rephrase.
service.
Do you comprehend that what I am saying is that you allegedly maliciously used a telecommunications service device that would generally be a cell phone? I suppose it could also be a computer or something
No,
else
that
you
didn't
could
happen.
use. Okay. And again,
February,
as I
what were the
stated,
dates? What dates?
between February 15th and June 23rd
Of this
of
year?
this year. Yes. Okay. Now, as I stated,
In all seriousness, this sounds like a BS unconstitutional charge. I can't believe that provision would pass constitutional muster. You're saying anybody who swears on while using a device or says something crude? Oh my God. I don't know one person who's not guilty of this offense.
at the beginning, I'm not asking you if you agree with the charges.
But don't worry, Magoo will screw it up. You can't make a cogent argument like I just did.
I'm not asking you if you understand why you are being charged with them. What I want to know, basically, is do you know what the words coming out of my mouth mean?
No.
Okay. So the way that this is going to work is this. If I am not able to arraign you on the charges because I can't tell if you understand what I am saying, then the next thing that happens is that you get referred for a competency evaluation. At this point, I do not know how long that will take, and that means that you will stay where you are until we are able to either arraign you or you are determined to be incompetent.
So I don't have, I'm not like I said before, I'm not a surety. I'm not a ward. I'm actually a protected individual and I did no crime. There has been no body of a crime, no corpus delicti. I have committed no crime at all.
Mr. Magoo. If I cannot determine whether or not you can understand what you're being charged with, then I cannot arraign you.
Okay.
So,
If there is not a body of a crime, if I have not harmed anybody, then you can't arraign me. It's corpus delicti. It can't happen.
Wrong, dummy. You've got a fantastic First Amendment argument right now. That would work. It won't get you out of the arraignment. You have a good defense going forward. But this corpus delicti thing is going nowhere. They've charged you with it. They don't need a victim. They got one. It's your baby mama. But they don't need one.
And if you do try to enter in a plea of competency or I don't know what is that? What you're gonna hold me here hostage until what? A body of a crime happens? When is the crime gonna happen?
okay. So, Mr. Magoo, we will not be proceeding today with the arraignment. You are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you are finished. Thank you.
Well played, Mr. Magoo. Sit in the can. Sit in the can, my friend. Until they can get a competency evaluation. Oh my Lord. That's good stuff. Yeah, seriously, the way that they read that statute, basically saying he said some rude stuff or swore or something using a device. I don't see how that can stick as a matter of constitutional law. If it is prohibited contact as a bond condition or as a result of a personal protective order or something like that, I can see it. But meanwhile, he's off in left field making these horrible arguments that aren't on point. You know, but what can I say?
And excuse me if I'm a Matlock fan.
And that well, we'll be here when he gets called back up. We'll be here for the next appearance. Thanks for coming on.